this is great. So it worked out. He was amazing. We were thrilled to have him. Yeah.
He was
Elon Musk was amazing this year.
That was
How did
fun.
that happen? How did you get Elon Musk?
I had met him, and I guess his kids watched the show, and they'd got him to watch the show, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. Would you ever consider being on the show? And I kind of.
You're asking me?
Yeah. And he said sure, and we found a way to incorporate him, and we were thrilled. He showed up.
Pretty good actor. Did his lines there on
It
time?
was adorable because I don't think he'd ever acted before. So when he first got a laugh, he just stopped. He just stopped. He looked, what's happening?
Yeah.
It was adorable.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Any guest stars coming up that you guys can tell us about at all?
Well, we're going to be meeting Leonard's dad finally in a few episodes.
What?
Johnny, you play Leonard. Would you like to talk about that?
Sure. We were all honored to be invited to this James Burrows tribute a couple of months ago, whenever it was. And
James Burrows is playing your dad?
yeah. And we all had the opportunity. There were these incredible casts there that Jimmy had directed, and I had the opportunity to meet Judd Hirsch, and I ran up to him and just kind of bombarded him with verbalization. I just went on for a long time about what a fan I am, and then got deeper. I should probably preface the story by sharing the fact that they were serving wine at the James Burrows tribute. It was free wine. And so I went on for a little bit, but I did share with him, and this is true, that when we were shooting the pilot, I was always a fan of Taxi, but I rewatched the first 2 or 3 seasons, not because I wanted to base Leonard on his character, but the purpose that his character served in this group of people, this kind of anchor to this group of people, and who was just as much, at times, a voice of reason as he was just as confused as everyone else. And I shared that with him, and then it kind of a lightning bolt struck, or maybe another Merlot. And I said, hey, would you have any interest in playing my dad on the show?
And he said no, but Rhea Perlman is going to dress him in drag. It's going to be really great.
Wait, is that a height joke? God damn it!
It's a curly hair joke.
Oh, I see. And which may have been a little presumptuous of me because nothing was written or anything like that. But I knew that Chuck and Steve and Bill were equal fans of his, and so it just kind of went from there. And I think I texted you, Steve, that night, if not first thing in the morning, and said that if we can if this storyline comes around before we're done with the show. Hirsch seemed really excited about the idea, and I can't wait, man. I just can't wait.
So it's happening. So we're very excited.
Do you get an agent fee for that? Do you get 10%?
We're working on that.
Yeah, do some negotiations. And any other guest stars you guys can tell us? We're just gonna have to keep watching, right?
I think that's all we know
okay.
at the moment.
We won't probe too far. That's insane and amazing. How do you think your
Danny DeVito will be the baby next year. Spoiler alert. Don't tell anybody.
Wait a second.
Wait.
I know how DNA works. That is not nice.
That's the type of
So many great guest stars in the 200th episode. Let's talk about that for a second. When you guys were coming upon that big milestone, 200, it's a big number, how did you approach writing that episode?
We didn't really have a plan, and we were at the point where we were asking each other, are we at the point, do we need, it's just a number, do the people watching at home even care if it's the 200th episode or not? Do we have to do anything special? But I guess we felt some amount of pressure to do something, and really at the last minute while trying to figure out what we might do, we remembered that it was a year ago that Sheldon had admitted to Penny that it was his birthday. So that was floating around, and it very quickly seemed to make sense. This was an opportunity to bring back some old friends and bring back Sarah Gilbert and Christine Baranski and Adam West for some reason, as Sheldon said. And then as soon as we hit on that idea, it all fell into place.
And it made it feel really, I think for us, it made it feel kind of celebratory that we had a party episode the week of our 200th. And, you know, we had a party that we had and a lot of press, but for me, like, it really felt special when we were having the filming of that episode. That was memorable, I think, for us.
Right. Jim, your character Sheldon, not a huge fan of his birthday. How about you? Do you actually like your birthday? Does anyone here hate your
yes,
birthday?
very much. Yes, and no, I actually do. I don't care if it's celebrated, but I like the time of year. It's in spring, and I don't know. You know, I'm an Aries. I think most things about me are lovely. You know.
Anyone else hate their birthday? You guys are all down with your birthdays.
Oh, it's a great day.
What's wrong
for
with a
America.
birthday?
I don't
It's a
know.
wonderful time of year.
Yeah.
Ask Sheldon.
Like your birthday?
Now, you guys all play geniuses or hot people or both. Do you?
Same thing, for
Thank
sure.
you, and
It's the
thank
same. Geniuses, hot people.
I was hired to play a hot person, but then they
Right.
made me. I adapted.
Last minute rewrite.
Yeah.
Dual
It's not
purpose.
believable. I'm too hot, but okay. I guess. Good actor. I'm a hotter person, but I'm a good actor.
Do you guys think playing very, very smart and very attractive people, do you think that makes your fans more intimidated of you than just if you were a garden variety, very, very successful actor?
No.
Hopefully.
I don't think garden variety successful actor.
I mean, are people afraid to come up to you? Or are they like, ugh, I've seen
Is
her be-"
Meryl Streep like a garden variety successful actor?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't find that
think
People are not afraid.
No,
Yeah.
not afraid.
I mean, I know.
I think it's a compliment.
scared?
Do you wish they were more afraid?
Yes.
They're definitely not afraid.
No.
No, they're
There's a
definitely not
vulnerability.
afraid.
No, I don't
Because
get
they
afraid.
really like they
They
just
feel
wanna
like they
take us
know
home and
the
adopt us.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
squeeze us a lot. A lot of squeezing.
Yeah, I get squeezing.
No,
I
it is
took
a
martial
compliment.
arts. Yeah.
Touching,
You should be
squeezing.
afraid. Be very afraid.
It is a compliment to feel like people
Touching.
feel that comfortable, you know, with us.
Yeah.
And we're in their homes.
Hugging,
You
kissing.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
And now with Penny, let's talk a little bit about how she's sort of evolved over the years. Like, what is your maybe favorite way that Penny's changed over the years?
Oh my gosh. I mean, so many ways. She has a real job now. She's married to her best friend. I mean, I've said from the pilot that was always my dream that they would get married. Yeah. And there were a couple years there where I thought, oh, I don't think they're going to go that way with this. So I always knew she was in love with, you know, the guy next door. I always knew that deep down. So that made me the happiest. I don't know what's going to happen with her. It's fun. There's always something new, and you know, the job situation, obviously married life, and it's been it's always fun for me to open the script and see what's new for them. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I think a marriage deserves a round of applause.
Hey, ever since Raj met Penny, he thought he was going to make out with her too.
We did.
And then it happened.
Again, no one asked you.
Kunal, do you not watch the show?
His dreams lived and died that night.
What have been your biggest kind of lessons emotionally for the whole cast, either emotionally or scientifically? A lesson that you've learned from being on this show. Have you guys walked away with the?
Scientifically, don't go into the sciences. We are not smart enough to do that. So I learned that. Let the writers write smart. Is that a sentence? See, I can't even say it.
We'll let them do the writing. Yeah, any other takeaways you guys have taken life-wise that you've ended up applying in your own lives?
I hate to even go to that point because then I start thinking like we're in the second half of our run, and I get
Second half.
Shut up! Yes, second half.
Jesus, you got a positive outlook. Well, there was this 18-year run of a show. I don't mean to be pessimistic. I'm just saying. 18 years is a hell of a
Anyone
long
want to
show.
spend more time with these people? Like, I don't understand. There's nothing to save up here. You can't say anything.
No, it's a safe space.
No, I don't.
Is there anything that you guys secretly wish for your characters? I mean, you've got people listening right here that you kind of secretly wish would happen.
I don't know.
No?
Raj is dating 2 women right now, so.
So,
If you pay the writers enough money,
yeah.
dreams do come true.
You guys listening to that?
That's all I have to say about it. Maybe 3?
Oh, yeah. Season 18.
We can call it the Big Banger House. Get it?
We get it.
We got it.
We got it.
Not the. You know what's funny though? It's a very funny. Shut up. It's a very funny. But in all seriousness, I don't feel like, in some ways, we have very much ultimate ownership over these characters.
Yeah.
And the reason, it's like we get asked a lot. Do you want things for your character? What do you? And I have the whole time we've been asked this, and it's like. You
We
can
don't
make
write
up
it.
answers and say things. Be quiet. You can make up answers and say things. I'm being serious. But none of the things that you think of, or I always feel this way, none of the things I think of for Sheldon or for any other character ever compete with what they actually deliver, the writers. And so it is true. You can applaud or not, but it is true. And so it's one of the greatest joys, and the reason 9 years going on to 10 into this show, it is so much fun for all of us. It's not just because we like each other, because some days we don't, but it's because every week there is some. But it really is that every week the story is different, and you had no idea what was coming, and suddenly you're doing something you were like, I didn't think we'd ever do that.
It's true.
But it's fun to do, and it's easy to do, and it's a pleasure to do, and God bless you.
Well, since you're saying such nice things about the writing, I have to say we are so blessed to have the 7 actors that we have. You guys are just magic and so talented. And I really mean it. I've said before, we can take any 2 of you and put you in a scene that's already more than halfway to being awesome just because you're in it. It's completely true. Yeah.
This is how these conversations end up. No, you're great. No, you're great. You're great.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Okay, Steve. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Steve.
You haven't hung up.
I'll be there at 10.
You're gonna hang up.
That was so sweet, and my next question was going to be to Johnny whether or not you knew you were going to have to dress up as a sexy carrot before you got this script. No, I'm sorry, I changed mood. Anything that you've opened a script that you've, like, for example, you dressed up
I'm never bringing that outfit from home to the set again. That was fun. It was actually liberating.
He loved it.
I
was
did.
liberating.
Yeah, we did the scene, and then there was a wardrobe person just off camera. We cut, and she brought a bathrobe up to me to put her. I said, "Get that thing out of here!"
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed it, but I don't know if anyone watching
If they don't know what you're talking about, you were wearing lingerie. But they didn't
Oh yes, it
yeah.
was orange lingerie.
Yeah.
In fact, I have it.
Maya, has there been anything really surprising that you've opened up a script night before, you know?
I mean, honestly, the coitus episode,
Yeah.
neither Jim nor I we didn't think that was happening now. And I never read the scripts. We get them the night before we start at table reading. And I typically don't read them until the morning of the table reading, but this tape night, I happened to be leafing through the script.
Yes,
as it had
she
come,
did.
And we passed each other in the hallway.
I was going down to perform a scene. And she said, did you read the next episode? And I jokingly, are there children here? Are there children here?
No.
You don't have to use that word.
No, I want to hear what
Okay.
you said. No,
I just turned back to her in the dark of the set and went, what, do we fuck? You know. I was kidding.
If there were children here, they're grown up.
I know. Why do I ask when I can't control myself?
I had the same reaction that I just had.
Yes.
And then
And I was like, what? But I was on camera next and she wasn't. So.
no, but that was we just, you know, I think it was.
We didn't see it coming.
We did not.
No pun intended. Sorry.
You know, one of
Teed up.
tent poles, as he calls it. What?
I know. I'm hoping that Sheldon doesn't wait a year because I'm.
Me too.
Yeah. You know, and speaking of how you guys get the scripts and then you go to table read the next day, you're really shooting around the clock. I want to know from the creators, kind of what are your feelings on the state of the multicam sitcom? Where is it today? Where do you want it to go?
Oh, we have no control over the state of I guess, you know, we put on a show in front of an audience every week, and it's kind of thrilling. It's kind of nerve-wracking because it's an audience, and they might not think we're as funny as we do.
Do you get nervous that they're not going to laugh?
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all the time.
You guys all do.
30 years of this, and I'm still nervous.
Really?
Because
you're scared,
the audience
absolutely.
Yeah, the audience is going to do what the audience is going to do. And sometimes when the material isn't what we hoped, you can hear the 134 freeway.
Right.
Just-
That's not a good feeling.
It's quiet, you know? And we look at each other and go, oh my goodness, we need to rewrite this. But it's something magical about what happens in front of an audience.
Yeah.
It's very intimate. The audience is right there watching a performance right in front of them. It's not a movie being made by any stretch of the imagination. There's no canned laughter. Those are real people. And sometimes, you know, they will tell you with their silence that you're wrong. And so we rewrite on the spot and change the scenes as we're going. And it's pretty thrilling. And I love the lineage. It goes way, way, way back into the early days of television. And it comes from theater and theater on the radio. And I love that we're still doing it. I know it's kind of fallen out of favor, but it's exciting. It's exciting. You should come see a show on a Tuesday night over at Warner Brothers. It's an electric environment to watch these guys perform live.
Do you guys still? Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys still get nervous for tape nights? Are you?
No, we do. We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's funny, he mentions when nobody laughs and you can hear the 134, we all feel the writers are going there, oh, we wrote it wrong. We're all going, we said it wrong.
Yeah. Give me another chance.
It's just, you know, when people don't laugh, you're like, oh, I must have messed that up somehow, because that was good.
Yep.
But it is a hell of a good time. And I do sometimes think that the people who craft this stuff, these people over here, don't necessarily always, especially right now, get the credit they deserve for. It's hard as hell to get one of these up every week, and to make people laugh live like that every week. It's a challenge, and it's a real format to get the chance to dance in, and we're very lucky to get to do it.
And we
I
have
love it.
3.5 hours or 4 hours to do it. To do like 40 pages, 30,
That's
you know.
quick, though, yeah.
You don't have a lot of time to do it.
It's very quick.
Yeah. So you got to get it right.
But as Chuck has said, there's no recipe. It's reinventing the wheel every week. And it's a beautiful and humbling learning process every single night, every single tape night.
Every week I think, okay, the script is perfect. Every week.
Really?
Every week. Is
Yeah, why
perfect.
wouldn't you? Yeah, you got to go with it. Yeah.
And then
No, really, you worked on it
the
all
whole
week.
week is getting slapped
That's
around
exactly
the head.
right.
You know, it's an incredible learning experience because the audience is teaching you.
Yep.
They're teaching you, you know, in their response. They taught us early on when we first began the series, you know, They taught us about the characters more than we knew. We didn't understand, how fragile these characters were, and how, despite their brilliance, they were very, very vulnerable. And the audience would let us know.
That was one of the lessons of the first pilot.
Yes, no, we put them in jeopardy or in situations where they were not being taken good care of. The audience was not happy with us. And they also let us know when the show had become too risque. This was one of the earliest lessons. This is not 2.5 Men. And there's a tone and quality to the characters that has to be honored. And I think we learned that by listening to the audience.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of listening to the audience, thanks for that segue. It's actually time for your questions, you guys. I see some hands, and here's how this works. A microphone we'll get to. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies with a conch. If you've got the conch, you can talk. So I'm going to point right here to you with the wristband. If you have a question. Pretty crazy.
Sorry, but I have to ask. So, how did Suicide Squad end?
No. We really have no idea. We have not seen it yet. All I know is I've seen the trailers and we all thought they looked pretty cool.
I
know as much as you do.
that when I read it, so yeah, it looks cool, whatever it is. Suicide Squad. Google it.
I'm going to pick right here in the front.
I didn't know that Will Smith was in Shark Tale until I read the script.
I didn't either. I thought they were wrong.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just wondering, we've been watching for years. Love the show. It's awesome.
Thank you.
You guys wear a lot of layers.
Some more
Every
than
single
others.
show, we've noticed this little detail that
Because we're all super in shape and they need to make us.
I know the lights come on, it gets hot, and then they have to pre-chill
does
the,
get
the whole
warm,
thing.
yes.
But is it written in that you have to have layers?
From them? No.
Because we were just
That's Mary
They're not
Quigley.
doing layers.
We had a car. Well, we work. If you look at how we go throughout a season, we actually go through the seasons of the year, and there's a certain set of months where Mary Quigley says, we're wearing jackets because it's fall and it's winter, and then we finally get a reprieve and we get to not wear heavy coats anymore.
lights
But
are
we
just
actually
fine.
mirror
I've
the
not
season.
noticed this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ladies know.
You don't get it as bad.
I leave the house in a goddamn jacket every single time. Well, I wear a lot of layers as it is as Amy, so I know when I have to wear a coat, it's a fall or a winter scene. Otherwise, I'm in my normal layer. Leonard's always in a hoodie, right?
If at least one. Yeah.
At least one.
But that is the
It's a
genius
cool
of Mary Quigley,
It's
who's
a
the costume
visual
designer,
thing.
who I actually worked with on Rosanna, even as I've known her since I was 15, and Chuck worked with her on 2.5, right?
Was
Is that
that-
how you met Mary Quigley?
Yeah, go back 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really hard to argue. I will say that it's really hard to argue with Mary. She does a really good job.
Yeah.
So you may not want the jacket, but she probably knows what
We look the way we look because of Mary.
Yeah, true.
That look
So
is
for
all
better or
that.
worse,
all Mary.
thank you, and how dare you, Mary?
Who else? We'll go, you know what, you're right in the middle, and your likelihood of you getting the mic is so little that I want to give it to you, 'cause, like, you're right smack in the middle.
Someone get in an elevator with the mic at the third tier?
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, this question is for Jim.
Yes, sir.
I am a huge fantasy football fan, and I'm so excited that you've joined the community this past year.
Yes.
Do you find that you are taking breaks on set to update your roster?
Yes,
and
he
have you got the other cast involved?
Yes,
They don't even
he-
bother
I'll
to take
answer that. Yes, he is. These
We
things
all
right here.
take breaks so these two can talk about it.
I don't know that we've had to take breaks. I will say two things. Number one, Kunal and I have a lot to talk about on the set because of fantasy football.
And I came last this year and last year.
And I came second.
And he came second.
Yes. I lost in the championship round. Anyway, but I did one time tune Sheldon's onstage computer to a Rockets game. That was the It was a long scene. It was live on stage, and I was like, "Mother of hell, we have actual internet on this thing." I got the live score on it. It was like, I can watch this while we're doing this. This is so great. Anyway.
Let's take one from up here. here. Let's see. In the red cardigan, right up here.
Do you guys get mics up there?
Yeah, we
There
got
in
mics.
the third tier?
My daughter and I both have questions. My daughter has one for Mayim.
Mayim.
Thank
you. Hi, Mayim.
Hi.
Hi.
Tell me your name.
I'm a Jewish educator, and you're a really big part
Me
of
too.
who we are. Yeah, awesome. And I actually run a teen philanthropy group, and was wondering if you wanted to come speak to them one time. They're called the Tzedakah Teams.
No pressure. No pressure.
I wish
tonight.
Jim
They're
answered
right
for me.
here, they're coming
She
to
is
farm
so
Call you
busy.
Nate.
Well, anyway, they love you. I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to let you know.
I appreciate that.
This question's for the men.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Later.
I'll leave.
Yeah, we gotta sort that out.
I know
Comics.
on camera your characters love comic books.
Okay.
Do,
Yeah. Your answer is no.
Yeah.
Have we ever read one?
This is
no.
well.
do you like or are
Nope.
in love with comics
Nope.
as individuals?
I like the cartoons they draw on them.
None of you like comics at
No,
all?
I do. I had a few
most-
books that I was a big fan of growing up.
I'm not a
Health
man,
Quest was
but
my book. Wendy and Richard Penny. There. Slam.
Archie. I used to read Archie.
I watched Comic Relief. Does that count?
So,
Archie and Jughead. I like those guys.
Is the illusion,
So
is,
you're
is
not
the
into-
illusion just blowing away for you?
I know it's
Third cred runs pretty
my
deep.
nerd cred does run pretty deep.
Runs pretty
yeah.
deep, yeah.
I was raised in a house of comic books. I'm the superhero person.
because you mentioned Batman and you mentioned Adam West.
Yes.
So you're into DC Comics?
I mean, I was raised with a full spectrum. You know, I also, well, you know, we were an equal opportunity household. But
Okay, thank you.
Let's take one more. We've got enough time for one more, and then we have one Twitter question. So, how about in the red with an orange hat? You were raising your hand. So
Can I stop? There's one lady who's been on the third tier with that.
I know, and I don't think we have mic.
She can shout. She can shout.
You're not
of
running
Paradise
the
up there.
evening.
Let's
You
do.
mean up there?
Yeah, that lady
there
has
other
been her
mics up
hand
there?
up forever. Can you just scream your question?
Where's red and the orange hat?
There's a child.
Yeah, just scream.
Oh, hi.
The one you corrupted with the F word.
Oh, my God.
There you are. That one.
Hold that.
Scream your question.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Oh no, what just happened?
Oh, there we go.
oh.
Oh, well,
We'll get back to you, miss.
hold on.
You wait. We'll come right back to you.
Where is
just
that
happened?
kid?
What
Where's that kid?
Okay, so a quick one from you up there.
Okay. I was wondering if what movie do you guys like, and please
Do it. Do something.
Please do Adam West. That's a big ass
My
kid.
God. This is from The Revenant. No, jeez.
That's a big ask.
Yeah.
My God. Have
Now,
you seen
when
Last
we
of the
do anything?
Mohicans? This
I
is
don't-
a
You gonna
hilarious-
act something out right now?
I'm not done.
My pitch is that we just do the end of Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah,
What? Is that a movie?
It's up there with The Godfather for me, but yes, Dungeons and Dragons definitely.
It's all right. So the Revenant. That was a great Revenant, though. That was
Good.
fair. Top notch.
Stumped the band, my friend.
Yes,
Top notch. So
I was in the bear suit.
I
They
can
don't
feel
use
it.
that
I
in
can
those
see it. So we have time. That's it for audience questions. We have one from the Paley app. Big Bang Kitty 73 asks, "Will we ever meet Sheldon's nephew?"
Oh, Sheldon's sister's baby.
That's Jim's sign-on name, by the way.
He wants to know.
He'd be a little boy. It's true.
I asked Big Bang Kitty 73 for clarification, but
Oh.
yeah.
I wish there was a better.
Just say you're 18, I guess. You know, I don't know.
All right. You're just gonna have to watch.
Fans are dying to know.
Let's get that. Let's get that.
Okay.
That's enough time.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
Her?
Yeah, the girl in the white way at the top.
Right there, she's standing.
Okay, everyone be real quiet so we can
She's
hear
like,
her.
will we ever meet Sheldon's nephew? Really?
Wait, shh.
I have a question for Kaylee.
Oh, what the?
Sit down. What's up, boy?
Second, I'll take this. Go ahead.
Right.
Okay, I have prom next month. Do you have a dress I can borrow?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you need a date?
You've already got 2 girlfriends.
And a wife.
I know. Well, I think that is it for our questions, you guys. That pretty much wraps up our panel. I mean, I think you said it best. Your vanity card for the 200th episode, you ended it with simply bazinga. So I think I can only say that. You guys, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you,
You
guys.
guys were great.
Another RageBlade. Oh my god. That did not work out for me. Oh my god, I don't know how that worked. I don't know how that worked.